I already primed my eyes and I use my NYX eyeshadow base along with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm just gonna go right ahead and use some Scotch tape and apply it on the outer part of my eye just to make sure that outer V is going to look, let's see, amazing. Here I'm using my Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. I haven't used this in such a long time, and I'm using this light brown shade just to use it as a transition color. I am using my Morphe blending brush. This is an M441. I'm gonna pick up this richer brown shade, and I'm using my Sigma brush. This is a small taper blending brush. This is the E45, and I'm really accentuating this right on the socket of my eye just because I want it to be a little bit more deeper. And then I'm gonna go right ahead and just blend out any edges with my Morphe blending brush that I used before. Here I'm using my Wet n Wild matte eyeshadow. This is called Creme Brûlée, and I'm just gonna highlight my brow bone. I'm gonna go right ahead and use my NYX eyeshadow base. I love this sucker so much. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm pretty much cleaning out my lid to apply the NYX following eyeshadow, so you will see in a few seconds. And I'm just using my Wet n Wild brush to do that. Next, I'm gonna go right ahead and use this Wet n Wild Fergie palette. It's called Maldives Sky. I haven't used this in such a long time, but I'm using the deepest blue eyeshadow, and as you can see, I'm applying it on the outer part of my eye with a small flat shadow brush. It's more like a detail brush, so it can really get into that outer V. Now we're gonna move on to the exciting thing. This is an and then I'm like, oh my god. This is what happens to me when I work with a loose pigment. Rewind. I am using my Alexa Persico Cosmetics HD pigment. This is called Serendipity. Such a stunning color. So what I'm doing here is I'm applying it dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply it wet because I feel like I had a little more definition, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges and also the crease. Here I'm picking up this pink shimmery champagne eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply it on the inner corner of my eye. Also, let's not forget to blend out the edges between that eyeshadow and also the loose pigment. The best feeling of using a Scotch tape is removing it and seeing all that hard work that you put, and it's so beautiful. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Tarte liquid liner. I love this pencil, it's waterproof, and I'm just gonna do my wing liner. This is what the good thing about the Scotch tape, that it does help you have a better wing liner, nice straight and sharp. One of my favorite false lashes is the Koko Lashes Queen Bee Mascara, a little lash curler. Then we're gonna move on to the foundation. This is the Maybelline Bitter Skin Liquid Foundation, and I'm using my e.l.f. powder brush. I know they came out with a new one, which I bought it, and I'm excited to show you guys on a haul. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Pure Minerals. It's like a highlight and contour stick, which is amazing. I love this color. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out with this Morphe brush. I don't know the name of it, but I will try to list it down below. And then I'm gonna use for concealer, because I didn't really like the color for the Pure Minerals highlight color. This is a Morphe concealer, and it's called Macchiato. Love this. And yeah, you guys see that I'm blending everything out. And then I'm using, for the contour to blend it out, I'm using those little oval brushes. I really like the way this turns out. I want to get more of these. They're like kind of I don't know, addicting. I'm going back with my e.l.f. foundation brush just to blend out the edges between the foundation and the concealer. This is my Urban Decay Naked Flashed palette. This is called Native, and I'm using the bronzer just to warm up my face a little bit more and also set my contour. This is my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, and I'm using Lucid. It's more like a pinky nude just to set my under eyes. To keep my face matte and even more flawless, I'm using my Maybelline Face Studio Setting Perfecting Loose Powder. I'm going back again to my Wet n Wild Fergie palette, and I'm still using that navy blue eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna apply it on my under eye just to smoke it out. I'm using my Sigma Small Taper blending brush, which is the E45. This is my Marc Jacobs gel liner. It is amazing. I'm like very impressed by it, but I'm pretty much applying it on my waterline, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Morphe flat definer brush just to blend it out with the blue eyeshadow. To highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter palette. This is a silver one, I forgot what it's called, but the shade that I'm using, it's called Crushed Pearl. It's more like a shimmery frosty shade. And then I'm applying a little mascara on the lower lashes. For blush, I used this Urban Decay Flash palette, and I really wasn't feeling this pinky shade, so I ended up using this limited edition Kiko Milano blush. This is more of a corally shade, which is my type. To highlight my face, of course, I had to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'm using a combination of 3, Starburst, Mimosa, and Crushed Pearl. I love this combination of these 3, and I'm highlighting my face as usual. For my lips, I'm using this Kiko Milano Precise Lip Liner. I don't know the number, but I promise you I'll leave it down below. And last but not least, for lips, I'm using this Tarte Lip Sculpture. It's called Voltage. I've been obsessed with this. I love it because it's a lipstick and also has gloss. I haven't used gloss in such a long time, and I feel like the gloss makes it look like you have the most voluminous lips without getting injections. Okay, thank you. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and until the next time, I will see you on my next video. Mwah! Besitos. Bye.